Lisa McFarland, and we want to give you an update. It's been a long time since you've heard from us on Wings and Wheels. You know why? Because we've been busy and because we've been traveling. I've been trying to think of how I can condense it down, all the amazing things that God has done. I'll just kind of highlight a few things from 2016. Over the last year, God blessed us and He called us to go to New Zealand. Went twice last year and then went again here in March of 2017. And God had told us that He wanted us to go to the ends of the earth. Indigenous people there called the Maoris. God's moving among them. When you're thinking about New Zealand, you think about God said He's calling His people back from the ends of the earth, that it's the womb of the dawn. It's the place where the light touches the earth first. And there's this breakthrough anointing for revelation. And I believe God's going to bring a revival among the indigenous people. And it's going to be a prototype of transformation that's going to be exported throughout every nation and every country in the world. It's exciting to be on the front end of that wave. And the people there are so beautiful. We saw people get healed in their physical bodies. We saw people receive Christ. Many of the Maoris saw signs and wonders in the heavens. It was just a very, very powerful time that God's doing there. And we're planning on going back and helping them begin to start and establish maybe the first 5 apostolic hubs there in the islands. So I want you to pray for the move of God among indigenous people. We've also been working among Native Americans this year. We have Donald Poncho, who's being trained to go back into the Southwest. Been working with other indigenous nations in Nepal with Vasco Lama and with John Sunder in India. One of the exciting things is, I've been traveling as a missionary for several years now, but through our school of ministry, at one time while I was out in the field, we had 12 other missionaries that were sent out at the exact same time. So we had, people in India, we had people in Nepal, we had people down in Mexico, we had people in the Yaqui village, we had people moving in the Southwest on the reservation, and it's just been exciting to see what God did. On top of my own personal travels, a few years ago we ordained 18 missionaries on Pentecost Sunday, and watching that move of God, where He's called us to train missionaries and fivefold ministers, watch them come to age and just begin to preach the gospel, cast out demons, heal the sick, raise the dead. It's been very powerful. And then we also opened an office in Arlington, Texas. I've been going down there planting some churches for about a year or so. And God had used Laura Edmondson and many of the amazing Texans, and they were just so awesome. And where we call ourselves War Doves in Kansas, they call themselves Texas War Doves, right? And what it took us 7 years to do in Kansas, it happened in less than a year in Texas, and probably less than 7 weeks in New Zealand. So now there's a War Dove base, we call it the Texas War Dove Station in Arlington, Texas. So, the mission bases in New Zealand, mission bases in Texas, and in Kansas. And I've just been asking God where else that He wants us to go. The last time we were in Texas, we had a conference. God had said, if you build it, He will come. And God was speaking to us about building the kingdom, building centers of these hubs where people could come and be equipped and receive what they have and find shelter, find a place to belong, right? Having a DNA of heaven. And so in that, during one of the panel discussions where 8 apostolic leaders were discussing what they felt like God was doing in the kingdom or apostolically around them. And all of a sudden I felt, the Lord said, that my people just need to respond to me. They don't have to figure it out. They don't have to understand everything. They just need to respond to me. And so we all got on our knees and began to cry out to the Lord. And I felt like something was something that was locked up in the belly, down in the birthing regions of our spirit man, all of a sudden began to come out. Instead of being born, like you would a baby coming out, it came up out of the belly like a river and exploded up out of the heart and then came up out of our being. And I am so excited about what I think God is doing right now in the season. I feel like the last 7 years, it's been a time of testing, but the sun is about to come up. The light is coming, and when it comes, everything is changing. And God is speaking to you. You know something's about to happen, but you don't know what it is, because we've been tested by acts of obedience and living in a season where we had to live by faith and not by sight. But I'm telling you, God's about to roar. And the spirit of prophecy is going to come, and there's going to be an unveiling of Jesus that's going to draw people to Him. Many people ask us, hey, I don't know what's going on. But you can find out what's going on if you go to our website, wardoves.com. There you can find out about our activities, our events, where we're going to be. You can follow us, and you can come and help us. So remember, all of our conferences and all of our activities are listed on our website, wardoves.com. See you next time.